Josh Bell, Antonio Sensatella. He's got a good matchup with him. Small sample size, but still 2 doubles. Trey Turner also, small sample size, but 4 of 9 with 2 doubles and a homer against Cal Quantrill. Austin Riley hitting .391 with 3 doubles against David Peterson. Jose Altuve hitting .409. He's the one I like the most tonight, Altuve, hitting .409 with 3 doubles and 2 homers against the lefty JP Sears. Gunnar Henderson also has killer numbers against Zach Littell, hitting 7 of 15 with a double and 2 homers. Matt Olson, not overall like great. No, it's weird. Matt Olson against David Peterson only has 4 hits. All 4 of those hits were home runs in 16 at-bats. So again, with Matt Olson, it was hard to put him in for overs because he hasn't gotten a hit in any of the other at-bats, like not even a single. But it's 4 home runs. Just saying. Unders, Max Kepler. He does not do well against Cal Quantrill, even though he has a double and a homer, but 4 for 22 with 4 Ks. Ketel Marte hitting .158 with a double against Bassett. Marcell Ozuna, 3 for 17 with 2 homers and 6 strikeouts against Peterson. Michael Harris, 1 for 10 with a double and 4 Ks against Peterson. Yandy Diaz, 1 for 16 with 3 Ks against Dean Kramer. Giancarlo Stanton, who had the big double last night. Oh, we didn't talk about how much the Yankees sucked last night. You can just look at my Instagram or my TikTok at the Prop Queen, and you'll see how pissed off I was after the Yankees completely blew the Giancarlo Stanton leadoff double in the bottom of the ninth. Over 9 with 7 Ks against Kyle Hendricks. That's a good one. Austin Hedges, 2 for 25 with double and 11 strikeouts against Robbie Ray, which should help us in my K-prop leans coming up. Jose Ramirez, 1 for 10 against Robbie Ray. And Ryan O'Hearn hitting .214 with a double and 3 strikeouts against Zach Littell. Before I get to strikeout props, actually, I'll do strikeout props and then I'll do fishy lines because then I have to go back to strikeout props for real locks. So, strikeout props that caught my eye today. Orioles starter Dean Kramer under 4.5 Ks. I love fading Kramer on the road. He's gone under this 4.5 number in 5 of 8 starts against low K rate lineups. Righties, I mean, the book has been probably the most off. Oh my God. Sorry. College World Series. Oregon State just tied the freaking game in the top of the 9th inning. I missed what just happened. There was an error. Holy crap. Louisville just blew that. It's an elimination game, guys. So if you guys aren't watching, this is insane. Which Michael on X last night asked if I actually watch games. So screw you, Michael. So right now it was 6-4 Louisville in the top of the 9th inning. Is that the shortstop? I think the shortstop the shortstop freaking botched the grounder. Bases loaded. Now game tied at 6, Oregon State and Louisville. This is insane. Oregon State dugout looked dead in the water. This is nuts. And good job for Beavers plus 1.5. Nice call there so far. Okay, back to strikeout props. So Dean Kramer going up against the Rays. Righties this year against the Rays, 32 unders and 18 overs. So the book is still not booking the Rays right. Under for Kramer on the road against a very low K rate Rays team. Matthew Liberatore over 4.5 Ks. Liberatore's gone over this in 5 of 9 starts against high K rate lineups. The White Sox, they're not only averaging 6.5 Ks against lefties, 7 of the last 8 lefty starters to face the White Sox have had 5 strikeouts or more. As for Chad Patrick, under 4.5 Ks for him. He's gone under this in 4 of 7 starts against low K rate lineups. 3 of 4 on the road have also gone under. The Cubs have been one of the lowest K rate teams all season, averaging about 4 strikeouts a game against righty starters. 6 of the last 10 have gone under 4.5 Ks. Then there's Robbie Ray, who I just mentioned. There were a lot of strikeouts against him on that Guardians lineup. Robbie Ray has gone over 6.5 Ks in 5 of 8 starts against high K rate lineups against lefties. At home, he's gone over in 3 of 5. Now, I know 6.5 is high, but when you look at lefties against the Guardians, 12 overs and just 3 unders. The most notable bigger names who are strikeout pitchers like a Robbie Ray, Max Fried, a lefty, 7 Ks. Carlos Rodon, a lefty with 8 Ks. Tarek Skubal, 13 Ks. Also a lefty. So if those guys could go over at plus 105, Robbie Ray can also go over. Now it's time for Fishy Lines. Fishy line of the day. Actually spoke about this game yesterday with Mark Zinno when he came on because he said it was fishy that the line moved and actually kind of flipped against the Phillies yesterday, yet the Phillies still ended up winning the game. It's still moving again. So the Sharps are really liking the Marlins in this series. The line moved 10 cents against the Phillies despite majority of action on them. It's Jesus Luzardo, first off, who has given up 24 runs in his last 4 starts. I know he had a good start in his last outing, but I mean, come on, before that was terrible. I think it was like 23 runs in 2 games. Marlins right-hander Cal Quantrill, even though we always typically fade him, he's actually pitched well at home. In Miami, Quantrill hasn't allowed more than 2 runs since April 13th. That includes games against the Dodgers, the Rays, the Giants. Cal Quantrill's pitching well, so you could do Miami first 5. I mean, Philly's bullpen's a little bit more rested than Miami, but Philly's bullpen sucked this year. Both these teams are bottom 10 bullpen-wise. Just a fishy line. So either stay away from the Phillies tonight, or you could back Miami if you want a dog. It's more against the Phillies than pro Marlins, or at least by my numbers. Phillies due to fall off fast and soon. Yeah, and Jesus Luzardo just coming off a good outing, but he sucked before that, so maybe he comes back to life a little bit. Okay, I think that was it for today, but I do have, of course, the best bets of the day. Let's get to my Royal Odds. These are the 2 strikeout props that I like the most that I just mentioned. Dean Kramer, he's on the road, so I like to take his unders, especially at plus money against a Tampa team that is not striking out that much. 32 unders, just 18 overs, averaging about 4 strikeouts a game. Dean Kramer's gone under 4.5 Ks in 5 of 8 starts this year against low K rate lineups, so I'm going to take the under there. St. Louis lefty Matthew Liberatore over 4.5 Ks, not only because he's gone over this in 5 of 9 starts against high K rate teams. The White Sox are averaging a ton of strikeouts against lefties this year, 6.5 Ks a game, with 7 of the last 8 southpaws to go over this number against the White Sox. So Liberatore over, Kramer under, let's cash. And if you don't think that I bet, I do, and that's why I use Pickett. They sponsored us because I've been a good fan of theirs for the last year. I met them at Pickett in the Park last year at Yankee Stadium. Me and Kelly had a blast with them. Started doing a little bit of work, but now they are a sponsor of the show. And it's because I actually do use their product. You could follow me. You could see all the bets I actually bet because this is all linked to my sports books. Use promo code Prop Queen. It's free. Just use the promo code Prop Queen. Download the Pickett Sports app. You just have to link your sports books to it, and then it tracks all your stuff, no problem. I used to use these other apps where I had to manually put it in, and I kept forgetting to do it. And people are like, do you actually bet? Yeah, I do. I'm just a lazy idiot who sometimes forgets to plug in manually my crap. Now I don't need to. It's all connected. So you see what I legitimately always bet on my sports books. I typically use FanDuel and DraftKings. I told you, it's been a little bit rough having to start my own business and not get paid for this really yet. So I haven't been betting as much as usual because I had to invest in Prop Queen, but I am betting, just not as much. Pulled back a little, but you could see what I bet. You see how much I bet. You see what I bet. And it's a fun time on Pickett. So follow along at Pickett Sports, Ariel Epstein, Prop Queen. Please download the app, use promo code Prop Queen, and it's free. You have to link your sports book, though. Link your sports book or else it doesn't count. It helps the show. If you guys continue to download Pickett and you send the referral code Prop Queen, it helps the show. And then they like us, and then they keep promoting us, and they will keep sponsoring us. And then I make more money, and then I could bet more, and then I could do more cool things here on the Prop Queen Pod.